We're going to the old church on the hill.
St. John's Church.
St. John's, which was built on the place where the bloody battle pits, the Battle of the Bloody Pits
Yep.
took place back in 1004 BC. And then in, what was it?
This church has been here since 2004.
Not this church. The
Yeah,
foundation.
the church site.
The site, yeah. This church was built in, was it 1545 or 1745?
Something like that.
Older. St. John wanted to commemorate the battle that the Scottish people won against the Norse Vikings, and so he built this church, and the villagers would walk 8 miles to church every Sunday and 8 miles home. Then they moved the church to up on the hill, and it got ruined, got left to crumble, is what I'm trying to say.
Not the ruins. The degradation.
You can walk here to this church from Gardenston, but it's kind of a hike, and this is shorter to park and walk. So
Well, I used to run to it.
he used to run to it.
Some mornings I ran barefoot.
There's a
I
video.
have a video
Yeah,
up about it.
there's a video about him running. Na, na, na.
Barefoot.
Na, 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 na.
It was fun.
But
the
it-
weather was really nice too.
Yeah, we decided to hike it one day when it was really warm out, and it was so humid. You'd go up that ravine in the wild, bushwhacking, finding the wild people.
Live another day, like the mothers of Brazil find their way. We're all on our own, but you're the most beautiful I've ever known. You're a beautiful sight in the summer night.
It's clearly built in 2 stages. The east section, incorporating the chancel, is dated around 1513, and the slightly wider section constructed in the 17th. So part of this is from 1513. Part of it's from 17th century. Goes back over 1,000 years. In 1004, of the Battle of Aberlemno and Angus, the retreating Danes were hoping to sail to Caithness, but raging storms forced them to take shelter in Gamrie Bay. This is Gamrie Bay. They were short of supplies, and about 600 men were sent ashore to plunder livestock and food. However, the Thane of Buchan was waiting with his mighty troops ready for battle on the shore of Castle Hill. The women joined in by filling their stockings with stones and throwing them at the Danes. And the locals threw the lifeless bodies into natural hollows, where the site became known as the Bloody Pits. I heard from a local that it was the woman who did most of the killing. The women rolled big stones down the hill. So if you can imagine, there's large stones in certain ravines, and they were run up the hill, and they were the ones that heaved and hoed on giant rocks and got them tumbling down towards the Danes and got them killed. We gotta go look at the spot where they chopped off 3 of the Danes' heads, and they placed them in the walls as some sort of trophies, and maybe a reminder to anyone else. So I think one of the spots they said was here, and it's interesting, there's like a cross in the bottom of it, and then that seems like a small spot for a head, but I heard one of them was here and another one was here
For 800 years.
For-
They kept in those little holes
for 800 years.
until people started making them disappear.
Yeah, well, people were messing with them. A guy, the local, Mark, cheers to Mark, we hung out and drank some pints at the pub the other night on Monday, and he said, and he's lived here his whole life, and he's probably in his late 40s or 50s, and he said he remembers when the heads were up here as a kid,
No.
and people started messing with them. So that's
Well, one
literally
is supposed
in,
to be in a museum.
1900s. Yeah, like recently, it was like 40 years ago that the heads were still here, hanging out in these holes, And he said he come out as a kid and be all spooky, look at these heads, these skulls are in the holes and stuff, and kids would come out and kind of mess with them and poke at them and stuff. But then people started really messing with them, and they realized the significance, and so they took them and put them in museums and other places.
One was put in a museum, they think. The other two have disappeared.
The other two have disappeared. Oh, someone's got ahead of a Norseman. We're going on an adventure. Someone made a new path for us. We're going on an adventure. Let's see where this goes today. Ho, ho, ho. Mystery path to Magic Rock Formation. Haha, I beat you! Go on it! Check it out! See where it goes! Gotcha! We're on the rock! Was Joshua's dance, yeah. Joshua's dance! Do the Joshua dance!
Oh, Grady.
Up here. Oh, bird shit! Ew! Oh no! Oh! There's fresh caca! Oh, that was disgusting!
Don't touch your face.